I did it. The polar bear plunge is done. I survived. I did it and lived to speak of it, and I can feel my toes again. Oh my goodness. Let me tell you something. It was interesting to say the least. Basically, it was, how do I want to put it? It was fun. I mean, first they did their program, which was, which was to be expected, so that was fun. And then, got all registered, and they didn't have the right size shirt, though, which was a little disappointing, but, it's something to, work my way into, because, right now I'm a 2X. I could probably get myself into just an extra large, eventually, and so it's something to work towards. Of course, if the 2Xs show up, then great, but, but they were supposed to have one, but oh well. Anyway, so they did their program. I met a congressperson. I met Donna Edwards, so that was really cool. And this was her second time doing the plunge, and so I got to meet, Donna. It's the first time I ever met a member of Congress, so that was fun. And then did that. When she spoke, one thing that she said is she made sure to introduce herself to the medics. Says, this is what, I look like, and all this, and make sure you pluck me out if I get so yeah. And but yeah, Donna Edwards is actually really cool. She's really nice, and so she is one of 3 Congress people that represents Montgomery County, at least until the redistricting happens, in the 2012 election. And then she will represent, I believe, PG and I think another county, but her district. You know how it is when Congress people get redistricted. You know what I mean? It's like I'm not in Donna Edwards' district. I'm in Chris Van Hollen's district. But and I think by less than a mile, I'm in Van Hollen's district. But yeah, that's the way Congress and districting is. I mean, not Montgomery, Maryland. The way they redistricted Maryland. Oh my God, it's bizarre. I mean, you'd think that they would district Montgomery County, as a block, but no, they've blacked it up, and Maryland has like congressmen, in areas that are, non-contiguous, if you can imagine this. I mean, the way the Maryland, congressional districts are, I mean, you have, one district is in the middle, and then another district fans out all around it, and non-contiguous. It's weird. They really chopped that up. Otherwise, though, and then the actual plunge, that was good. Go in, take the, take the pajama pants off, the clothes, the Crocs with the lining, and the, Crocs with lining, and what else did I take off? Oh yeah, and my Schumin Web shirt, right? Put all those away in the big bag. And then, come out in just my, little jammer. So that was fun. And then, of course, I have my other Crocs on. Go in the water. And then, what else? Go in the water. And then, yeah, that was interesting. I had Ducky running, so you'll get to see that video. And, but yeah, I went in. Ducky did not do very well in the extreme cold, as it turned out. Because Ducky is designed for, it's designed to operate in certain conditions. Its main thing is to work in water, obviously warmer water than that, because yeah, the batteries kind of flipped out, and yeah, Ducky did not. Ducky did long enough to do exactly what it was supposed to do, and as I was coming out of the water, that's when Ducky died because of the cold. But, warm Ducky up, it'll be just fine again. But, that's the way that is. Otherwise, let's see here. But otherwise, though, going in, though, not as bad as I thought. The water was very cold, as to be, expected. Very cold all around you. Just amazing feeling of cold. Usually, when you're going in the summer, the thing that you feel when you're going into the water and out is, you're going in slowly, and it's like, okay, it is the, usually when the water starts going up up your legs and in the inner thigh, that's when it feels cold. And then once you get past that, it's then you're fine. It didn't seem like that. It just kind of, it was not hard just walking straight in and going in. And then I went in and then went under, and you'll see that on Ducky. Ducky was still going at that point before the batteries finally said, okay, too cold. I will not be with you anymore. And Ducky went out. So, I think if I do this again, the batteries go in Ducky at the last minute just because that camera was cold. It was cold. And so that's what I do differently next time. Otherwise, but yeah, and let's just put it this way. My feet went completely numb in the water. I mean, we're talking, could not feel them, could not feel anything, on my feet. But don't worry, in about 15 minutes, it all came back. So, And by the way, I lost one of my shoes in the water, and I'm thinking at first, it's like, oh, I lost my shoe. Well, that just sucks, doesn't it? The shoe was too big anyway, because, in my losing all the weight, my feet got smaller. And so, these are a size too big, and so, they're now like my junkie Crocs, because, it's obvious I can't use them for using, so, whatever. And then, so yeah, it was interesting. I mean, what is it? But yeah, but it's just like, some lady though found the shoe and gave it. That's the nice thing about Crocs, they float. So if you lose one, it does pop back up. It's not like last year when Katie lost a flip flop and never got it back. So yeah, I actually did get all of my footwear and junk back. And then of course everything's now in the back of the car. And yeah, I'm on the Beltway coming home again. And I'm at milepost 13 now, so I'm getting there, coming around the Beltway, doing all that jazz. People are still losing ice off their roofs. I don't know if I've done that or not, but whatever, doesn't matter. Whoa, you didn't see that, but this cargo van just blew all the snow off its roof. It just went up and boo in pieces. So that was kind of fun. And so, what else though? So yeah, and then afterwards we all went to the restaurant. It was like Loons, something or other. McLooney's, whatever. It's a restaurant. It's there, and they did that. And then of course afterwards, it's like after the plunge, go back in, take off all your coat. By the way, do you know how hard it is to change your clothes and your shoes when you can't feel your feet? It is very much it is very much a challenge, let's just say that. It is a challenge to do that when the things that you're standing up on you cannot feel. And there goes another car losing all of its ice. Just woo! Yes. Anyway, it's too bad this faces me and not out, because that is an amusing sight. But, this is why I'm all the way over here, you see? Because this way, everybody that that all the stuff is going to the right, so I'm not getting splatted. So, that works. Oh, excuse me. But all in all, all I have to say is, though, I did it. That's the most important thing, is I did it. I really honestly had some reservations about whether or not I'd be able to actually do it. But I did it. And you know what? It's just like, you remember on the video that I did on the way down when I was singing that song, it goes, when you're with me, I'm not afraid of anything. Well, you know what? I was with Katie and a couple of her friends, and Rakiba was there, and Rakiba's sister, and you know what? They were all there, Katie and her friends were going, Rakiba and her sister were taking photos for me. And you know what? With them, I managed. We did it. And all of us, we all did our thing, and that's, it was awesome, an awesome feeling to know. It's like, I'm coming out thinking, hey, I did it. So, it's a great feeling to just say, hey, I really did it. I did it, and I did it, and I did it. And that's just, there you go. Yes, indeed. And it's just like, what can I do? I've gone into a river in the middle of winter and run in. And, it works. I did it. That just is amazing. But yeah, afterwards, though, we went to the restaurant. That was fun. Because it was just like, it's like going over there. You could tell I wasn't walking too well. It's hard to walk when you can barely feel your feet. You kind of know they're there, but they're not, really responding because they're still cold. And so, of course, walking will help that. But walking will help that, and there goes another bunch of snow off of somebody's roof. And why are we all slowing down here, folks? But anyway, so yeah, walking was not all that good. So it's like, get over there and then go over to the restaurant, which is right next to where we did it all. And then, what was it? Walking over there and, just kind of slowly but surely, but I made it. And yeah, all in all, it wasn't, it wasn't that bad. Get to the restaurant, sit down for a sec, and then, what is it? Oh, I just realized there's a Wegmans over there. Oh, cool. It's like in somewhere, Ardmore Town Center. Yeah, no, Woodmore Town Center. There's a Wegmans. There's also a Costco. Duly noted. Because then everybody says, oh, I want to go to, they want to go to Wegmans one of these times. So it's like, yeah, all right, I need to slow down here and get over. And then, so yeah. And so yeah. But yeah, everybody wants to go to Wegmans. There's a Wegmans. It's right there in PG County. So, might have to go visit that one, because, who really wants to go to Fairfax to go to Wegmans? Not me, Although I'm surprised that there's a Wegmans in Fairfax, in PG before there's one in Montgomery. You'd think all the rich people in Montgomery County would have gotten a Wegmans by now, but, We're getting a Costco, though, in Wheaton, so, I don't know. Okay. But yeah, it took about 15 minutes or so after I got in the restaurant, in the warmth, and I could feel my feet after that. So, one thing that I did though at the restaurant, which turned out to be not as good of an idea as I thought, was just go ahead and kind of be cold ahead of time. Just kind of acclimate myself. No, you know why? I don't think it. Number one, it didn't really matter, and I was just cold. And my feet already were kind of a little numb before, and I think that didn't help. But, you learn, and hey, next year we'll do it again, and, and that'll be that, right? And we'll do it, and, learn lessons, do it better next time. And who knows what size I'll be next year, too, right? Hopefully I'll be even, it's like I did this last year. I was, the size of a house. And then this year I'm a little bit smaller. Although I don't like this angle in my car because it makes me look like I have a chin, even though I've lost all this since last time. But yeah, next year who knows where I'll be size-wise. I've lost over 80 pounds in a month or in a year, so you never know. Yeah. So anyway, I think that's everything. Now I get to put this all together and make a nice photo set. And we'll see. We have to compile. I have to compile all the different sources of images. Got to get the images off of Ducky. I got to get the images off of the Canon. I got to get the images off the cell phone, including this movie. I also Rakiva's going to send me her movies and her videos. Or pictures, And so I'll get all that, and we're going to put it all together and make for a beautiful photo set. And so yeah. Anyway, that'll be that, I guess. So I will talk to you later on. All right, bye.